Hi. The title of my presentation today is Don't Subscribe to Numerade. And Numerade is a fairly recently created video platform that purports itself to be content from the top 1% of educators in the United States. And if you try Numerade, you may get a different result and have a good experience as opposed to what mine was. What happened was I was given an email message from a lady named Jackie who said that as a summer job during the summer between my school year work, I could make as an educator up to $30,000. Well, that sounded pretty good to me with the expenses I have, with the time I have, and so forth. And so I filled out an application and was invited to take part in the interview process. Now, what the interview process was being invited to create a video using their Numerade whiteboard proprietary software. It's a web-based type of whiteboard. And I found that using that piece of software, which I did, I had trouble making the right controls of that. And I want to show you a graphic from an economics teacher using that Numerade whiteboard. I hope you can see here that this is an economics teacher whose motor control seems to be more like that of an elementary school child. And I think it's just because the software is pretty glitchy. Myself, I used the whiteboard, the Smart Technologies notebook software, and I use a pad like this Wacom writing pad. It's a $400 pad that provides a lot of control. And so, but I was able to complete the interview question to the satisfaction and was approved. And so I got a email back from a handler whose name I'll call Gary. And Gary gave me a fee structure for that, an earning fee structure. And in that earning fee structure, I was told for algebra videos I would make 50 cents per video. For pre-calculus, I'd make 75 cents per video, and calculus $1.50 per video. Well, I'm an experienced screen capture video creator, and I realized that even short videos will take quite a bit of time to set up. And so I figured that I really would have a hard time making decent income. And I knew that I would be frustrated at trying to make a decent income wage per hour doing that. And then I was also, in that same email from Gary, directed to a pre-calculus boot camp whose 40 videos were created by an educator from Johns Hopkins University, Lily. And it was one of those things where I watched 4 of her videos and I saw 3 mistakes in those videos. And the first mistake I saw was one that was very easy to make, where she got a asymptote and a point discontinuity mixed up, but she self-corrected during that video, so that ended up being okay, even though legibility and graphics were not that great. And then she came up with something in another video called a point asymptote. Well, there's no such thing as a point asymptote. Those are 2 self-contradictory terms. And then the last video I watched of hers was one where she graphed this rational function, f of x equals x minus 7 over x squared minus 4x plus 3. And with her analysis, this is the graph she came up with. And what happened is this graph is totally wrong, because she, in her analysis, which was mostly correct, she just analyzed the sign of the denominator. That's how she came up with this. So what that means, that neither she nor whoever reviewed her video actually graphed the video, in which case she would have seen something like this and realized, oh, I need to redo that video. So I saw that I wasn't going to be able to make money at this, and I saw that the overall quality was low, and I knew that to get enough turnover to make a decent income, I would be frustrated because I would be using my Camtasia studios and smart technologies, notebook software, and just would be frustrated by the situation. So, and I didn't watch any more than that last video because I was just so frustrated and really disappointed and discouraged by what I saw. So anyway, that's my experience with Numerade. Yours may vary. I hope that if you find it a useful source that you can use it. It's either free or very inexpensive. So it could work out for you, but I'm just telling you from my perspective, I just didn't see how I could make it work for me or even recommend it to my students. I hope this has been helpful to you. Good luck and thanks for viewing.